When it comes to the concept of free will, the devil, or Satan, as he is commonly known, has a rather intriguing perspective. According to Christian theology, Satan was once an angel who rebelled against God's authority and was cast out of heaven. As a result of his rebellion, he became the embodiment of evil and temptation, constantly seeking to deceive and mislead humanity. In the Bible, there are several instances where Satan is portrayed as tempting individuals to choose a path that goes against God's will. For instance, in the Garden of Eden, Satan tempts Eve to eat the forbidden fruit, convincing her that she will become like God. Similarly, in the New Testament, Satan tempts Jesus in the wilderness, offering him power and authority over the kingdoms of the world if he bows down and worships him. From Satan's perspective, free will is a tool that he can use to manipulate and deceive humans into making choices that ultimately lead to their downfall. He recognizes that humans have the ability to choose between good and evil, and he uses this to his advantage by presenting tempting options that appear to be desirable but ultimately lead to destruction. Satan's view on free will can be seen as a twisted version of the concept. Instead of seeing free will as a gift from God that allows us to choose to follow him, Satan sees it as a way to gain power and control over humanity. He believes that by tempting humans to make choices that go against God's will, he can gain influence over them and ultimately lead them away from God. Despite Satan's attempts to deceive and mislead humanity, Christians believe that ultimately, God's plan will prevail. They believe that God has given us free will so that we can choose to follow him, and that through the power of the Holy Spirit, we can resist the temptations of Satan and choose to follow God's will. In conclusion, Satan's view on the concept of free will is a twisted and manipulative one. He sees it as a tool to gain power and control over humanity and uses it to tempt individuals into making choices that go against God's will. However, Christians believe that ultimately, God's plan will prevail, and through the power of the Holy Spirit, they can resist Satan's temptations and choose to follow God's will.